In the commentary box for this match is Ian Bishop. You were out in the middle earlier. Ian, how does the pitch look?
Well, Jonathan, this is a pretty good pitch. There won't be any great movement for the seam bowlers, but there might be just enough if they can bowl in the right place. There could be some spin from the start, but certainly later on, the ball will begin to turn more. For the batsmen, if they play sensibly, there are some big scores to be had out there. This is definitely a good toss to lose.
I can see the captains are on their way out to the middle for the crucial toss, so let's see what happens. Looks like they're going to bat first. I'll have to wait and see if that was the right decision. Most of the crowd have found their seats, so it looks as if we're finally ready to get... There's a fielder underneath it.
That ball was travelling pretty quickly. He did well to play on to it.
Let's take a look at that from another angle. Real concentration required from the new batsman here. Batsman coming back for two. Great stroke play. Found the gap there, and that races away for four. Confident appeal. He's asking for the third umpire on this one. Let's have a look at that from another angle.
Now, did he ground his bat properly? That's important.
There's the signal. He's safe. Batsman coming back for two. What's the umpire going to say about this one? The umpire's calling for a replay. Let's take another look at that in replay.
Well, it's a waiting game for the players now as they await the decision from the third umpire.
There's the signal. He's safe. A dollar.
Great catch. It's important not to miss anything in the field at all.
Let's have a look at that from another angle. That struck him on the helmet. That's one more run for the team. Beautiful timing. He's found the gap with that one. The crowd really enjoyed that one. Another over gone. That's a really good shout. And from another angle.
This will be an anxious wait for the batsman. I'm not sure that even he knows whether he's in or out.
When the ball's swinging, why is it important to bowl a fuller length here?
The ball generally tends to swing when it's given a lot of time to move in the air, which means bowling a full length. If you bowl the ball short and hit halfway down the pitch, it doesn't give the ball enough time to swing. And if there is any movement at all after the ball has been hit short, the batsman has a lot of time to make an adjustment and to see and negotiate that swing. You want to get the batsman coming forward because the ball spends a lot of time in the air. And
That's out. Let's take another look at that in replay. Batsmen are looking for two. Well, what's the umpire going to say about... Tremendous timing. Once he beats the field on his outfield, it races away.
single shot. That was 4 runs as soon as he hit it.
The crowd really enjoyed that. Very expensive over indeed. That's nicely played.
He picked his spot to perfection there.
He really looks in good nick today. That clattered into the hornet. That's out. And from another angle. New batsman in. Batsman coming back for 2.
It was a cracking shot. He got into such a great position there.
What a superb shot. He used his feet superbly there.
I don't think the bowler will like that very much.
Yet again, the batsman fails to follow the ball, and he's out.
That went straight down the fielder's throat. The batsman will be kicking himself.
Let's have a look at the action replay. Absolute concentration required from the new man in. Great shot.
He plays that shot superbly and it brings him a lot of runs. No ball.
The umpire signalling a no ball. Good shot. And good stop too. That's a confident appeal. Gone again. Tails exposed after that crucial breakthrough.
You just can't afford to hesitate if it's a tight run. That slight indecision proved expensive.
And from another angle. A right-hander and... What a beautiful stroke. He looks in fine form.
Great cricket. He knew there wasn't a fielder out there, so it wasn't too risky. No ball.
1 ball to Sundries. Batsman coming back for a second. Oh, what's the umpire going to say about this one? The umpire's calling for the third umpire. Let's look at that again.
Well, it's a waiting game for the players now as they await the decision from the field umpire.
There's the signal. He's safe. Batsmen are coming back for 2. Thin edge. Yet again, the batsman fails to follow the ball, and he's out.
Very safely taken. Soft hands. That's what's important.
Let's take a look at that from another angle. Real concentration required from the new batsman here.
No ball.
He's lost his run-up and it's costing him. Another no ball. Batsmen are looking for 2. Over them. Thin edge. They're having a show. Gone again. Let's have a look at that again. He's got the edge. Edged. Confident appeal. Out.
That was a vital wicket. And now the tail is exposed.
Let's take another look at that in replay. That brings the innings to a close. He's getting a polite round of applause as he makes his way to the pavilion.
The opening batsman will want to take...
Exquisite shot. 4 more.
He's only faced a few balls, yet he's already on the attack.
Batsmen are coming back for 2. 2 more picked up. That's 8 off the over. Let's take a look at that from another angle. Real concentration required from the new batsman here.
No ball.
1 more for sundries. It's crazy to bowl no balls with this new rule about the free hit. Very well timed. That's 4 more.
Lovely timing. He played that beautifully.
That's out.
That ball was travelling pretty quickly. He did well to cling on to it.
Let's look at that again. New batsman in for Kenya. 6 runs taken from the over. He's hit that well. That's a huge 6. Let's listen to the ground.
Really laid into that.
It's been a rather expensive over so far. He's got away with that.
Better throw, and it could have been curtains for him.
That's nicely played. His timing's perfect today.
Now that 4 runs looking all over it from the time it left his hand.
And he's got away with it. Chaotic running, there must be a run out here.
If the throw had been on target, he would have been struggling there.
new man in can't afford any lapses in concentration here.
The fielding restrictions are over now. The captain now has a free hand to position his field as he desires.
Well, that's a cracking shot. That's a fantastic strike.
That is confidence for him. He must really fancy his chances.
The crowd really enjoyed that one.
What can I say? He looks in top form today.
That is a textbook shot.
It's a cracking shot. He really does look in excellent form.
Nice shot. That's 4 more.
He plays that shot superbly and it brings him a lot of runs.
What a superb shot. He looks in fine form.
If you want to show the kids the perfect way to play that shot, then here is a fine example.
Well, he's really riding his luck out there today. Big shout. Let's take a look at that from another angle. At the end of the over. Immaculate timing. That's a huge 6.
He middled that brilliantly. 6 glorious runs.
That was a really classy shot. Brilliant timing. He's picked that up and 6.
He's just treating this bowling with contempt.
That was sheer brute force. That's 1 more under his total. They'll have to be quick here. Oh, great shot. Although it looks most unimpressed with that.
Lovely timing though. He played.
Well, that really was a fine piece of fielding. Immaculate timing.
If you want to show the kids the perfect way to play that shot, then there is a fine example.
That was 6 all the way. Great stop. 7 come off the over.
Seeing the ball sail over the fence is the worst sight in cricket for a bowler.
He just drifted onto leg stump there and got punished. Let's have a look at that from another angle.
and straight down the field is through. The batsman will be kicking himself.
New batsman in, and absolute concentration required now. Fine piece of fielding. That's out! Yet again, the batsman fails to follow the ball, and he's out.
Great catch. It's important not to miss anything in the field at all.
Let's take another look at that in replay. Serious pressure on the new man in there. Batsman coming back for 2. Two runs onto the batsman's total. So the run rate stands at just over 5 and over. The ball just runs out. Big shout.
He's applied himself superbly out there.
The umpire turns that one down, but it must have been close. Batsmen are looking for 2. They're appealing. Let's have a look at the action replay.
Now, this will be an anxious wait for the batsman. I'm not sure that even he knows whether he's in.
There's the signal, he's safe. It's gone down, it really wasn't that difficult. You've got to feel so sorry for the bowlers in these circumstances. No run there. Oh, that's a cracking shot.
You really can't give this player that kind of no-out champion off now. That's 4 runs every time.
That's him coming back for a second. They're having a shout. Tails exposed off that crucial breakthrough.
Well held by the fielder. That took a long time to come down.
And right into the tail now. Let's take another look at that in replay. So, into the tail now, the wickets could start to tumble. Got him! Let's have a look at that again. Tails exposed now. So another single there. 8 from the over, the scoreboard ticking over. Tremendous shot. That's in the air, and it's sailed over the fence.
I don't think the bowler will like that very much.
That was a confident shot. He really is scoring at an excellent rate. That's the end of another over. Terrific shot. Timed that to perfection.
He lifted that over the infield very well.
That was a very confident shot. It's all over. That's the end of the match, and the better team won today.